What up, Outside Gang? It's your favorite guy, Jungle Top, back here on another one. And you know what I do? Y'all know I go in the mud. I find the people who shaking the town, creating the culture, and laying down this pavement so that y'all can walk on this thing that we call culture. Yo, I got my guy in the building, Klassic. What's good, baby?
What's good? What's good, Ty? How you, man?
Yo, man. So finally, the weather's starting to break a little bit.
Couldn't wait for that.
Come on, man.
Shit.
I ain't go. The winter wasn't bad though. This wasn't a bad winter.
Not at all, but get tired of that shit, man. Like cold. You just want to be outside a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Run around, shake it up a little bit more.
First of all, I was in the South for like the last 2 years before like last year, so it was like, this to me is like too cold.
Nah, for real. We just came from Texas last week, freezing out there.
Wait, did y'all go to South Bar?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yep.
You had a show out there?
Yeah, we performed BSF Takeover there. We had our own stage out there.
How was it?
Good, man. Good, real good.
What's the vibes of South by Southwest right now? I missed it this year. How is it? Like, all right, here was my take. You ready? Like, my take on South by, from what I seen, was everybody was out there. I had a few meetings, important meetings I had to go to, but everybody was out there.
Right.
I knew it because I seen people's passports and everything. Okay? But the problem was, I ain't seen no clips. Swear to God. The stories, not filled.
Right.
Stories from almost everyone, quiet.
Right.
What was going on out there?
See, there's a bunch of different venues. That was actually my first time going out there. So, I'm just soaking everything up. But there's a bunch of different venues where they got, like, different artists performing and shit like that. You might have, like, cats that's, like, coming up. They got venues for them. And then they got cats that's, like, already there. Those are the bigger scale, like, on a bigger scale. You feel what I'm trying to say? So it was just, like, moving around, meeting people, trying to network, and just soaking it all in, pretty much.
What kind of experience? How was it for you though? Like,
for me, it was good. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I get to go on stage and perform, I treat it like practice. In the gym with it. You know what I'm saying? So perfecting the craft, try to get better at it.
How was the crowd? Were the people receptive?
Yep. I definitely want to say they was receptive. You got people that you got motherfuckers that want to be gangsters just staring at you and shit.
Was it given here's the truth? Was it given like talent show vibes, like pay to play vibes?
Well, we had our own stage, so we did let a few artists that was up and coming get the chance to perform in front of the crowd and stuff like that. So, including myself, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it wasn't really like talent show vibe because you got to see the Heems, the Rick Highs, the Fuego Bases. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a talent show vibe.
So the shows was lit. The shows, the vibe, the shows and the talent. The shows was. So that's what I'm saying. I was just thinking maybe it was just everybody was just actually living in the moment. Maybe.
Right.
Okay, so it seemed lit. So let's go for the people who don't know. Let's go back.
Let's do that.
Born and raised, where you from?
I was born in Queens.
In Queens?
Saying once my pops got killed out here, we ended up moving to Spring Valley, and pretty much been there ever since.
So how old were you when your father passed?
I was 4.
You was 4.
4 years old.
Oh.
Remember that shit like yesterday.
You remember it?
Hell yeah, crazy, right?
Wait, how did he pass? If you don't mind me asking.
He got killed working. You know what I'm saying? Like he was driving a taxi and shit like that, and he said somebody the passenger hopped out the V, and then my pops went and chased him into an alley and shit. And
what?
Backed out.
This was some decades ago though.
Yeah, facts.
But that was a crazy time though. The city was, people don't, we really be talking about like, yo, the city in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s is not what.
No, real shit.
What they seeing now.
You couldn't see where era I'm from. You had to have stripes to eat, to come out on the block hustle, to do anything with a you know what I'm saying? Like, to do anything.
Yeah.
You couldn't just be outside like, all right, yo.
Yep.
There's a lot of people getting money now, and then it's a narrative of, I'm getting money, so I'm gangster too now. It's not that. You know what I mean?
Yo, talk about that too. Talk about that. We actually had that convo, like the correlation between getting money and gangster. Like getting money doesn't make you gangster.
Not at all.
And that's
not at all, bro.
And all right, so let's go there real quick. That's why people is arguing the scammers doesn't put any stripes on your belt as far as any street activity.
Nah.
But see, but it would get lost in transition because
scammers is like, yo, you could sit behind a computer all day and scam. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you got the scammers that's out there swiping, doing shit like that too. I mean, but how gangster is that? Like, what does that really take? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to have some guts to do it because there's trouble behind it. But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but the era we grew, like, that was just a different time, bro.
oh hell yeah, bro. Like I said, when I was coming up, I didn't see niggas getting robbed, taking a pack, shit like that, just because what are you usually doing out here?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, real shit.
Yes. What was it like? So what was it like growing up? You say you moved to Spring Valley.
Yeah, facts.
What was it like growing up in Spring Valley?
Spring Valley it's a suburb, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy out there too. You know, like it get crazy out there too. Like when I moved there in the 80s, it was wild. You know what I'm saying? Like you got hustling, people getting bodies, you know, like standing on that shit, you snitching, you gone, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But from my perspective as a youngin', it was wild. It's not as fast paced as the city. I'll tell you that much, but just like everywhere, you know what I mean? Like people, you know, mix that up too. Like, oh, yo, it's real over here. Yo, it's real everywhere.
It's real everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? You think you got stripes, you think you gangster, guess what? There's another nigga that got more stripes than you, more gangster. You know what I'm saying? So
what kid was you in high school? Was you playing sports?
Oh yeah.
What you playing?
Some sport. I played football, basketball, I ran track. You know what I'm saying?
And then what high school you went to?
Spring Valley High School.
Spring Valley, okay. And then, so what happened after high school? What you do?
After high school, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ended up fucking up, not graduating on time or whatever. Fucked my whole play up of going somewhere to play ball because I had coaches coming down looking at a nigga. But I took some time off of school, trying to figure shit out. Then just pretty much got involved in the streets. Ever since, like, I want to say, in high school, I was already running around. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm playing sports. My homies is outside crazy already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there. I'm doing both. I'm trying to juggle both. But then you gotta kind of pick one. You know what I'm saying? So I end up playing football, basketball, track. So after that, once the school year's up, I mean school's over and shit like that. It's full on outside. You know what I mean? Got to figure it out. My mom's single parent. I mean, two other brothers. It's three of us. So I figure it out. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's not. It's but so much she could do for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, would you say so? Then after high school, you say you're pretty much just outside.
Yeah, running around, doing the normal shit. Not normal shit, but hustling.
Yeah. Was you making music at this time? Was you?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't like recording.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was writing. I had a real love for this shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like ever since a child, like maybe once I moved up from Queens to the Spring Valley, my cousins was already in like making music and shit, like rapping and stuff. So I picked it up pretty much through there, and then my brother got into it, and that's how, you know what I mean, like it really developed.
Okay, and was it so basically like was you doing like freestyling though? Like, say, was you spitting it out loud, or you literally just writing?
Freestyling, writing. You know what I mean? Like anytime I get to jot something down, I do that. Yeah, cipher shit like that. Yeah, that's a fact.
And so, when did you start? Like, all right, I'm gonna really go in the booth and take this and lay something down.
The first time I heard myself, you know what I mean? It was probably like, actually, I was like 9th grade. I recorded something one time, but that's really when it like, all right, yo, damn, I could kind of do this shit. You know what I'm saying? People around me like, yo, this shit's fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's what really sparked that.
So were you like, what I'm trying to figure out, was it like you the only one rapping? Were all your friends rapping? Was it just you? Like, did you grow up like in a big group of dudes?
When I started rapping, it wasn't about like a group of friends, really. It was just, I told you, a love for it. I really love, you know what I'm saying, just the music. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it was. It grew from that. And I did have homies that's writing too, rapping and shit, but that grew like later on, you know what I'm saying? So
okay,
we picked that up, started doing our little group thing, but you know, that really wasn't, I mean, it did go somewhere, but not as where we wanted it to go.
Right. So talk to me too. So when do you start, when was this first moment that happened? You was like, yo, actually, I think I could get here on a professional level. What was your first moment like? No, I think I could really do this.
Like, I want to say, you know, it's after really recording recorded like maybe 3 or 4 records, 5 records probably it was, and then each of them shits came out, you know, fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is not just me saying it. It's like people around me saying like, yo, this shit's fire. So like, I don't know, like, I just always had that.
You had any videos out to them?
To them joints back then? Nah, no.
Just songs was there.
When I first started recording videos, it was like after high school, probably like in 2004, 2005. I want to say it was like my first video and shit.
Okay. And so, what would you say? All right. So now, also, I seen that there was a that you also were a correlation with BSF,
Right.
and also with Benny. But I also heard that you knew Benny from prior.
Right. That's a fact. That's because of the homie Bundy. You know what I'm saying? They got locked up together.
Okay.
You know, and they end up creating a bond in there. Once they got out, it kept that shit going. You know what I'm saying? And Bundy's actually the first. He played Benny's music for me first, and I'm listening to it because, you know, we was fucking around following music from young. You know what I'm saying? So once I heard it, I'm like, nah. Son, you know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody talking. I'm like, damn, he talking. And another one. Damn, all right, yo, he's really talking. So now that it just grew from that, and then I finally got to meet him. I want to say it was like 2014. You know what I mean? They got out like 13 or 4. Numbers I might be messing up.
Yeah. You know, did when you first heard it, when he played it for you, did you think Benny could be Benny who he is today?
No lie, I'm not gonna say, yo, that's what I thought back then, but I know he was nice. I knew
you knew he was nice though. That's you
not,
knew off the
not
rip.
normal nice. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, you can rap. He was talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, talk about that too. Like, people don't realize, like, when you got a different pen, and you really get paid, like I remember there was a time period where people used to clown like Joe Budden, right?
Right.
And I remember somebody, DJ MD might have been one time said that if you're a professional and you are really a top 1%,
right,
as with anything, and like Joe was at that time, some will definitely argue that with the pen he was, that you're gonna figure out a way to get paid and make money because it's gonna stand out undeniable.
Right. And
so it was like, it kind of gives you like that Benny had that, like, oh, now this pen is uniquely different. Once people hear this, anybody's going to understand and accept that that's a different kind of pen.
See, it was me hearing that, and then also, you know, when we kind of took a trip out to Buffalo too, he got a following out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you get your hood going behind you. That's not something easy to come by because you know, you got motherfuckers hating. Facts. You know what I'm saying? You might went to school with somebody or did something that, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like 100% that they're gonna mess with you, but he had a following up there. You know what I'm saying? So there's a few other cats rapping up there that had they following, but he was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
So what would, all right, so then how could, so you meet him you meet Benny around 2014-ish time, around 2014, 2015-ish area, and at this time, you were laying down music, you had music. Right. What did you get to play your music from him?
Yeah, I played a couple joints from him. I remember, you know, we had a conversation because he was doing it was like kind of trap music around that time. You feel what I'm saying? So like, a door might have opened around that time where he was like, I remember these talks vividly actually. He was like, yo, you know what I mean? I'm about to do this. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much trying to get, you know, let niggas know what he's about to do and then get everybody to fall in line with that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like more of the underground. This is like the door that opened was like his cousin Westside. You feel me? Like something happened. I think they might have got the deal or something. Or they didn't get the deal yet, but he already had a big following on Westside. You know what I'm saying? He was already doing him on the underground. So Benny kind of, you know what I'm saying, went to do, you know, hop in the group with him and Conway. Yep. You feel me? So ever since that, like, he made that jump from the trap music to real hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore shit. But he was like, sorry, what was the question again? I'm like,
well, yeah, no, but that was, I was just listening. That was actually a crazy story. That was actually from your, because I want to know when you played music for him.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I ended up playing some joints for him, and he's like, damn, yo, they would eat this shit up. I remember they saying like they would, you know what I'm saying, like they would fuck with this, like, you know, like underground shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that gave me motivation right there, because already stemming from before that, like we I think came from a tour. That might have been after that. We went from a tour for his album drop. You know what I mean? This is when he was doing the trap shit. So like, you know what I mean? Just hearing him say that, you already see how people's accepting him and how he's moving around. Like, oh shit.
And this is like 2015, 2016.
He was doing shit that, like, he's doing shit that, okay, people think to themselves like, yeah, I'm about to do. Nah, he got up out of Buffalo, moving around. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably one of the hardest things to do. Is like, yo, just get up and just start moving around and linking with people, and then it turned into this. You know what I'm saying? It really turned into this, and it wasn't just like that. He had to really work for his. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Do you feel like when Griselda and them had their movement, do you feel like Upstate felt like a shine on them? Do you feel like there was like a sort of revamp, like a
yeah? I would say so. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? The whole game, pretty much. You know what I mean? Anybody that was rapping hardcore like that,
talk about it.
Everybody was like, you know, it wasn't even.
If you felt, when Griselda dropped, everybody who had any kind of like prison
real
metaphor,
real shit.
They felt good.
Real shit.
They felt more confident.
Yeah. Because you know what? Niggas wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas wasn't doing that.
Yeah, facts.
You got hardcore rappers that was trying to do bounce joints, trap joints, you know what I'm saying? Turning into backpack rappers, you know what I'm saying? Because you lost your way.
What is that style called now? Like, so there's so many genres of rap now. Right. Like there is, like we said, there's trap rap, there's drill rap, right? What do we call that style of punch grittiness? What is that style? What do we call that?
I don't know if they came up with something new. For me, it's just hardcore hip hop. You feel me? Hardcore hip hop, boom bap.
That's a good one. What is the title of this for real?
Yeah, they probably do need to come up with something new. You feel me? Like
so. All right. So now let's transition to. So you start. So you know Benny's going up. You already were in affiliations with him. You already knew the gangs. You already knew you was tapped in. You were grinding. What were your next stages? What were you thinking? How were you feeling? Like where were you at?
The next stages for me, you know, niggas is outside playing around still. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a fight between, yo, get your money or go, you know, like go for for the vision. You feel what I'm saying? And that's probably not gonna bring no money right away, but it's a dream. You feel what I'm trying to say? Yep. So my shit was just like, you know, I kept writing, hitting the studio, trying to just hone in on my skills. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, yo, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like my plan is, this is what I'm doing. But you got to make that decision if you really trying to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
What day was it that made you say what happened? What did Shorty say? Did she say something? What happened that made you say, you know what? You know what? I'm going straight. That's it. I'm going for it.
Nah, it's a series. I want to say it's maybe a series of events. I mean, I can't really pinpoint any one. You know what I'm saying? But you just start looking around like, yo, damn, yo, I ain't doing this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do this. You know, I done played around, worked. You know what I'm saying? Juggling both of them shits, ain't it? Trying to be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. I always had that take on things. You know what I'm saying? But you know, fucking
that's you know those I thought was interesting too is you know a lot of people don't talk about upstate because it's fucking cold, bro. All that goddamn snow.
Buffalo different.
Yo, you know, but I wanted to know too is like, wait, so you getting your music out, performing it, and especially being from it, did you have a problem getting more of a city audience, or did the city already, because you already had, like, were you coming back and forth between here and upstate, or like?
See, like, I have some friends out here, but like, it was pretty much out there.
It was you was bubbling up there. Okay.
Yeah.
And what were they saying up there? What was the take on? What was the take really?
Niggas was fucking with, like, I always been like coming up. Niggas always knew I could rap. Like pretty much whoever heard me or heard, they knew I could rap. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I was advertising it as much as I should. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where, you know what I mean, like them, you know, like me and my homies got together, formed a group, and then that's when like people really started like picking up on like, damn, you rap? Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What is your take right now, like on the music scene, the how you feel about hip hop music,
I mean, I feel like we're in
the game
a
right
good
now?
space. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, top genre. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
oh shit. Like how could you even question that? You know?
Where
I
do
feel we in a
you
good space though.
What do you feel that where do you see drill in this scenario of it being at the top?
Drill, I like that music. I'm not even gonna lie, drill shit fire to me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like let's be real.
Is it any different than what is all right? You listen to some heavy Benny, right?
Mhm.
And if you would say when the whole style of the hardcore hip hop, that whole ambiance, that all of the Griselda and all the upstate really, see y'all just
Right.
that energy. What is the difference? Would you say in context versus like drill?
I just think like drill is more fun. You know, like it's
Bouncier,
yeah, it's fun.
right, right.
You know what I mean? When you go to the hardcore, it's like, all right, you might learn some lessons in this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the niggas is gonna try to school you. Like, you definitely gonna get schooled if you really listening. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's just the difference of it. Like, and that ain't nothing wrong with drill, fun music. Shit, I don't want to run around listening to fucking hardcore hip hop all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the morning time, I might throw on some fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some soulful shit just to, you know what I mean? Get the day going or whatever.
Facts. Did you place like when when everything in the city and this whole new age of music and everything has been bubbling over the last year or two, do you feel like the music game is getting young, and as it's getting younger, it feels like, do you feel like hip hop be trying to place out the older dudes sometimes, or do you think and what do you feel like the place is for
Shit.
older genres?
I
When
mean,
I say older acts now, an older act is someone who's not 19.
no, I get it. It's like when you look at the track record, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does, you know what I mean? And the niggas in country is 100 years old, they still out there with their guitar. You feel me? Like, wildin'. But you got rappers that's what, in their 40s, 50s, you know, like, I feel like they maybe they do try to cast it out, but that's just also of not, we in a different era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's also just like not a misunderstanding, but just a lack of knowledge of, or even opportunity. Like the gram, all that shit wasn't out back then. Couldn't monetize like that. Now you got, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to get your shit out there. You know what I'm saying? They got way more avenues now.
Facts. Do you feel like, now let's talk about that too, like as far as the platforms, the avenues of how artists use things to grow, right? How do you feel when you seen it from like 10, 20 years ago coming up? Like, how do you think these platforms and the way the accessibility, even it seems easier, but do you think it actually makes it easier to grow?
I don't want to say it makes it easier, but there's just more opportunity.
Just more opportunity.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all you can ask for, though. Real shit, like opportunity. Give me opportunity to put my music out, and damn, I can get it out to that side of the world too, and they gonna hear that. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah, you feel like because of the internet, it's just literally more shots and more ability to possibly go.
Yeah.
That's
a big friendly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got artists coming out with freaking like 1,000 records a day. You know, it's hard to keep up with that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna handpick what they like. Oh shit, I'm fucking with this. Might not even be a bit, a mega star, but damn, I'll fuck with this nigga's music. You know what I'm saying? So
so now what can we expect from you talking about going forward for like the next year? How we planning out for next 2023? What's the team got planned? Got a good team, good guys. What y'all got planned? What y'all got cooking up?
I'm just working my ass off. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just dropped the EP, Down Bad. It's on all DSPs now. Just put out a video with one of the tracks on there.
And let me ask you something too, right? who's watching content, I want to ask you, how are you right now deciding visuals and like how are you like prioritizing visuals right now? Like, do you think like videos are super important? And when you think super important, are you thinking quantity or quality?
Quality. Quantity's just what today is. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just think I'm gonna put a whole bunch of this shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But I would go over quality than quantity. You know what I'm trying to say? And if we could find a fine line in between both, then let's do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with the videos and like the visuals and shit, like it's just whatever the song may. First of all, a video will always be able to make the record a bigger thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could hear a record and just it go by you, and then you watch the video, it's like, oh damn, I feel this shit now. You know what I'm saying? So the video is always gonna do that.
Do you okay? And so now for the year coming, you gonna do any features? How you think about any features?
Yeah.
Work with some people inside the city, outside the city. What you thinking too?
That's big for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably like that's top on the priority list. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, fuck around with artists that got things going. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like do you ever see it and be like, I see what's going on, I need to get a younger dude, like because it's so tempting? Do you ever say, yo, I'm gonna just get a young drill artist or something and just go up crazy and just try to shoot these numbers up? Do you ever think?
Of course, you think. You know what I mean, like I got records like that. Just let's be real. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, yo, I ain't try that shit either. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Right. Let's be real. But it's just, yo, you know, you got shit that you good at. It's like, and then you got shit that you can do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So like.
How did you feel about it? How did you feel laying it down? Like, how did you feel like
laying down those type of records?
Yeah,
shit. They sound good to me. You know what I mean? But
what was the difference in like in the difference in style of recording? Was like more fun? Do you think? Was it like? Did you feel less pressured? Maybe because you probably had to be maybe not as lyrical as you normally try to be. Right. Like, what was that creative process like? Because I want to know from somebody who does penning, going over into that pocket, what was that creative space like going into that vibe and that mode?
It was obviously, yes, definitely fun. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, you know, you hear a beat, it doesn't take as much. It does take thought because I'm not somebody who's just gonna just put anything. So, it's just a little easier to come out with these records. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier because you're not really barring it up. You're not really like, you know, what do they call that shit? I'm bugging. The metaphors and similes and all that. You're not really doing all that, but it's fun. You know what I'm saying? And the pressure, I don't want to say there was pressure, but it was me just wanting to try shit, new shit. You know what I'm saying? Different.
Yeah, and I just want to know too. But so you would say that there is maybe from what I've gauged though is you're saying it's a different style of writing, different style of recording, what comes with a different energy, that takes some type of emphasis, but it's not the same.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit
rigidness as to writing some bars and some metaphors that
it's not as tedious.
Tedious, yeah.
You feel me? It's really not because you somebody that's trying to hit you with bars, they might not even write it down yet. You feel me? It's like, nah, I got to figure this out in my head first before I put this down. As opposed to the drill, you got drill records that people just going right into the booth and just saying whatever's on their head. You know what I'm saying? And shit sound fire. You know, so it really I'm not taking nothing away from it. I'm not just saying, like, for me as a writer, I feel like it takes more to do, like, one of those boom bap records. You feel me?
So it takes more, and you're saying it feels like maybe, and when the boom bap record is kind of done, it feels like more of maybe a created piece, right? Maybe it feels more. You even would say maybe feel shade more artistic, or no?
Nah,
is artistic a stretch?
I don't want to say more artistic, but you know what I'm saying? Because you got people that really know how to make these records. Like, you feel me? Like, this shit is like an art to them.
No, in fact,
know
no,
what I'm
seriously,
saying?
no. And what I was getting is because I see a lot of the young kids, and I seen them. I'm in the studio with them, and when they're like when they're doing it, it's like they first off two things I say that all the time. People don't really get with them is that they understand marketing and they just don't know it's really marketing. That's one, right? Infamous story is one of the kids wore his friend's Amazon vest in his uniform, and then everybody teased him about it, calling him like say Amazon. But that was the whole point, and that video clicked off like crazy for him, and people still talk about it to this day. So little things that you know. But what I would say is, so that's why I asked is like the process it seems like so the process to do a drill and a boom bap is different, but it's just all different kind of form of art though.
Yeah. Like listen, I'm nowhere taking away from drill. I'm nowhere taking it away from any other type. Because you got to use your brain to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I've done this type of music. I've tried this type of music. It just, it's equally as hard because you're trying to create something. You know what I'm saying? But when you're like, I just feel like when you're really trying to write a 16, you know what I'm saying? And some of these songs nowadays don't even be 16.
No,
like,
not 16.
You might have
eights and 12s.
4 bars. Yeah,
no,
like,
8s and
the motherfucker just spit 4 bars on this shit. You feel me?
Well, I'll give you another one. I've seen an artist do 4 bars.
Right.
Sold the feature. It's 4 bars. And what they did was they looped the 4 bars, slowed it down, so it made it 8 bars. And the 8 bars was kind of a verse.
Right.
So, but it was 4 bars, but it was the same 4 bars. It was 4 bars and the same 4 bars again, just slowed down. So yeah, they don't have to. It's not that.
You understand what I'm saying?
So it's like that.
It's like imagine that on one of them boom bap beats or RZA type or any of those beats. Imagine somebody.
That was my next thing. So you're saying you don't think you could get away with that either on a boom bap
those
beat?
Beats, trying to say the same thing over again or 4 bars and make it mad repetitive like that? I don't know. It's probably been done before. It's probably been done before, but on some real shit, I don't know. I don't think so.
You can't remember the time you heard the 16 and that you scaled it back and it was the same 16 over again.
I mean,
and it's like, and that was what I guess the conscious effort of it is too, right? Like trying to see, because people talk about it, they feel like maybe because there's such a big difference from a boom bap to a drill, right? As far as between the age groups, the cadences, that people feel like it's such a difference that, and my whole thing was, I was like, yo, but it's really the same guys. Like these, like I know, like you know, when we know the age groups, like these are just the younger us,
right, exactly,
so it's like,
exactly.
And they come in talking about the same blocks and neighborhoods we came from.
I fucks with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You catch me in the club, I'm bopping my head to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hitting no folks or whatever the hell they.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get sturdy on them. I don't see it.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that, but.
What do you think about now? Let's talk about this though too. What do you see the next future in this right now? How do you see the game playing out for you?
Shit.
What can this get? What can it? I got a better one actually. Mm-hmm. What do you want from this from hip hop?
Out of this?
Yeah, like what can hip hop give you? And you'd be like, you know what? That was a W. I feel great.
Just like a following. You can create a following many ways, but hip hop has done that for a lot of people. You feel me? You come out here, you make a one-hit wonder. You could be a one-hit wonder, but you know what? You made that one hit. You still got a following. Now you could turn that into something else. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really, I ain't going for the one-hit wonder shit, but you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
It's really just opportunity.
Yeah.
You feel me? To do anything else. Look at 50, he done started this, vitamin water, TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you never know where it might go, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and try to milk this shit, man.
Facts. Yo, man, listen, bro. I appreciate you for even pulling up, Classic. I ain't
yo,
gonna hold you, man.
For real, man. I appreciate being.
It was a blessing having you on, man. Blessing you having the guys in the building, man. And I just want to also too, real quick for those who don't know, the project is out.
Project is out. Down Bad.
Down Bad is out now.
It's on all DSPs right now.
Yes.
Get that.
Go stream and then
shit. Classic. Down Bad.
Down Bad. We'll make sure Adam have put in the edits too. Where also too, and then where can they find you on the socials?
Oh yeah, Classic, BSF on the gram. My Facebook, I think, is Class BSF as well.
Well, I think I think well. So I don't know. So if you probably watch the episodes, uh, every time I close out, people think that I'm closing out,
Right.
but I always actually got one more up my sleeve. But so that was to leave you there. Classic BSF. Let's talk about the BSF movement real quick.
Let's do it.
What is BSF? What is the movement? What does it mean to you?
BSF, Black Soprano family.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is. Family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when my boy Bundy came home, he introduced, pretty much he introduced all of us to, the homies in Buffalo, and it just became
just
family.
a link.
There wasn't no trying, wasn't no like,
easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it easy?
Yeah, real shit. So, like, family, the movement, the shit's strong because got a bunch of spitters in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you gotta come with your pen. Like you really gotta come with your pen.
It sounds like to me. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like Benny and them, y'all, they trying to recruit the whole upstate and get all the pins that they can get for y'all, like some type of like rap world war. You feel me?
He ain't never said no shit like that.
I don't know what y'all preparing, but it seems like y'all recruiting heavy pins. But also too, it's actually what I like about it is that this is not. It's actually something you've seen more often back in the day, right? Like Desert Storm, right? These dudes was just collabs of all the best rappers. Yo, dudes used to be groups of all the best hoods. Yo, I'm on to this. Yo, nobody want to talk about that, bro. A lot of dudes was just like, it was like a lot of rappers who just like really like the best pen in their hood.
Right.
And then they would just link all the best pins, and then that would become a group, and then that group would become a mini group.
Right.
And so that was like how, and so y'all are like really in that sector bringing it back.
Right.
And I think that is like the hardest, dopest joint of it all, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, I guess it's a standard.
Do y'all send bars? And is there like a group chat where there's like bars at? Because if there is, I just want to see the phone real quick.
Ain't no group chat.
Quick little record.
You trying to keep your shit for yourself.
Yeah,
like,
quick little record. Quick little. I said it, yo, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, Jungle Time release new freestyle out now.
Oh, shit.
Yo, man, nah, for real, bro. Man, what y'all doing is hard. I like it, and I'm heavy right now in the believing that because the labels and the media and entertainment hip hop have went so aggressively young, right? As of late, like last 18 months has just dramatically dropped from the average age group really being like 22.5, 23 to now it being almost like 18 and a half. And that's because of so many young kids, these Didi Osama kids who have affected the game that weren't really like that. Before it was one Bow Wow. Now there's like 100, 200 of them. So what I believe, though, is that because there's such a dramatic wave of them, but because with the ones who started hip-hop, they like to believe that we're older, but we're not dead. And we still listen to a lot of music. Right. So what I do believe is that because our age group will not listen to that young group, that there has to be a new birthing class of people who are going to eat. And I believe that. I just think that sectoring it and finding it is going to be it. And I think that when it does roll out, people are going to be seeing new, just like in the drill scene, what they say, new characters unlocked. Well, once that bubble happens, it'll be all of y'all just coming out day by day, and it'll be like, where all these spitters come from? It's like, nah, they was working. It was just the time and the essence and the energy.
Kick the door down, finally.
Yo, y'all doing it, man. Y'all got a good group, man. Black Soprano.
It's one thing I'm gonna say is like, being around the homies, that shit, trust me, it make you want to elevate. You know what I'm saying? Any person that got a little got some drive and want to do something for themselves, want to be around that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just a plus.
Facts.
You know I mean? That's just a plus. You see how hard they work, how hard these motherfuckers working, man. Taking this shit serious, like it's a business. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just you know what I mean? That's just the road I'm trying to pave. You know what I'm trying to say? For myself, my ones behind me, my homies, or or you know what I'm saying. However it may come, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, Classic, man, it's been a great one, bro.
Real
I'm
shit,
not gonna hold you, I can't even believe. I think we went way over time, but yo, listen, this was too good, man.
Yo, I appreciate it, man. I'm a fan too. I told you I was watching your joints last night. I'm like, oh shit, you got something going on here, bro.
Yo, man, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, I think we're gonna take over the, you know, they know Outside Gang how we coming, man. Listen, Outside Gang, man, this is a good one. It's your favorite guy, Jungle Ty. I've had the pleasure of having Classic on the show. Outside Gang, y'all know what we do. To another one, I love you, Outside Gang. Bow.
The biggest.
That was a good one. Yo, that was, yo.